Welcome. I'm Professor Peivand Pirouzi. Today we cover Module 1 for Health Canada Clinical Trials Applications with specific document examples. Module 1 is Canada-specific, containing all administrative requirements under Division 5 of the Food and Drug Regulations. These examples show exactly what Health Canada expects. Example, CTA Form, HC/SC 3011. Section A, Sponsor Information. Name, Novapharm Therapeutics Incorporated. Address, 123, Research Boulevard, Toronto, Ontario M5V2K7. Contact, Dr. Marie Tremblay, VP Regulatory. Phone, 416-555-0123. Email, tremblay@novapharm.ca. Section B, Drug Identification. Proper name, NPT 2847. Common name, not assigned. In, not applicable, investigational. Dosage form, solution for injection. Strength, 100 mg per milliliter. Section C, Clinical Trial. Protocol number, NPT 2847, CAN 001. Phase 1. Title, Single Ascending Dose Study. Section D, Canadian Representative. Complete only if foreign sponsor. Section E, Signature. Name, Dr. Marie Tremblay. Title, VP, Regulatory Affairs. Date, January 15, 2026. Example, Sponsor Attestation. Attestation of Sponsor. I, Marie Tremblay, as Authorized Representative of Novapharm Therapeutics Incorporated, the sponsor, hereby attest that 1. GCP compliance. The clinical trial will be conducted in accordance with good clinical practice as set out in ICHE 6 and Division 5 of the Food and Drug Regulations. 2. Protocol adherence. The clinical trial will be conducted in accordance with the Protocol NPT 2847, CAN 001 version 1.0 dated January 5, 2026. 3. Research Ethics Board. The protocol will be reviewed and approved by an appropriately constituted Research Ethics Board before any subject is enrolled at each site. 4. Qualified Investigator. Each clinical trial site will be under the supervision of a qualified investigator who meets the requirements of Division 5. 5. Informed consent. Informed consent will be obtained from each trial subject before conducting any trial-related procedures. Signature, __________________________________________________________________________________________________________________________ Name, Dr. Marie Tremblay. Title, VP, Regulatory Affairs. Date, January 15, 2026. Example, Canadian Representative. For foreign sponsors only. Canadian Representative Designation. Sponsor, Novapharm Therapeutics Incorporated, USA. 100, Main Street. Boston, Massachusetts, 02142, USA. Canadian Representative. Name, Medreg Canada Incorporated. Address, 200, Bay Street, Suite 400. Toronto, Ontario M5J2J1. Canada. Contact person, Jean-Pierre Lavoie, Ph.D. Phone, 416-555-9876. Email, chplavoy@medriccanada.com. Authorization. MedReg Canada Incorporated is hereby authorized to act as Canadian representative for Novapharm Therapeutics Incorporated in all matters related to CTA 2026-001 for drug NPT 2847. The Canadian representative is authorized to receive communications from Health Canada, respond to inquiries on behalf of the sponsor, submit amendments and notifications, maintain regulatory correspondence, sponsor signature, underscore 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 underscore. Date, January 15, 2026. Canadian Rep Acceptance, underscore 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 underscore. Date, January 15, 2026. Example, Qualified Investigator Form. Qualified Investigator Information. Site 1. Name, Dr. François Bergeron, MD, FRCPC. Specialty, Dermatology. License, CPSO number 78901, Ontario. Address, Toronto General Hospital. 200, Elizabeth Street. Toronto, Ontario M5G2C4. Phone, 416-555-1234. Email, bergeron@un.ca. Experience summary. 15 years clinical trials experience. PI on 23 phase 1 to 3 studies. Published 45 peer-reviewed articles. Board-certified dermatologist. REB, University Health Network REB. IRB registration, IRB 00001025. Site 2. Name, Dr. Isabel Roy, MD, Ph.D. Specialty, Dermatology. License, CMQ number 12345, Quebec. Address, CHUM. 1051 Rue Sanguinet. Montreal, Quebec H2X 3 × 10⁴. Phone, 514-555-5678. Email, iroy@chum.ca. REB, Comité d'éthique de la recherche du CHUM. Health Canada IB requirements. Minimum content. 1. Drug identification. Proper name, chemical name, code. Structure and formulation. Pharmacological class. 2. Physical/chemical properties. Appearance, solubility, stability. Formulation composition. 3. Non-clinical findings. Pharmacology summary. Toxicology summary, NOAEL, target organs. PK/TK summary. 4. Clinical information. Prior human experience, if any. Anticipated effects based on MOA. Dosing rationale. 5. Safety information. Known and potential risks. Special precautions. Management of adverse events. 6. Guidance for investigators. Recommended monitoring. Contraindications. Drug interactions. Version control, version 1.0, January 5, 2026. Next update, after Phase 1 completion or upon significant new safety information. Example, import documentation. Import authorization information. Drug to be imported. Name, NPT 2847 injection, 100 mg per milliliter. Manufacturer, Biopharma Manufacturing Incorporated. 500 Biotech Way. Research Triangle Park, North Carolina, 27709, USA. Importer/distributor in Canada. Name, ClinSupply Canada Incorporated. Address, 50, Pharmaceutical Drive. Mississauga, Ontario L5N6H7. DL number, 101234. Activities, import, storage, distribution of clinical trial materials. Supply chain. 1. Manufactured at Biopharma, NC, USA. 2. Shipped to ClinSupply Canada, Mississauga. 3. Distributed to clinical trial sites. Storage conditions, 2 to 8 degrees Celsius, refrigerated. Statement. This drug is intended solely for use in clinical trial NPT 2847, CAN 001 and will not be sold or distributed commercially in Canada. Labeling. Clinical trial materials will be labeled in English and French per Health Canada requirements, including for clinical trial use only / pour essays cliniques seulement. Protocol number. Storage instructions. Example, Division 5 Compliance Statement. Statement of Regulatory Compliance. Novapharm Therapeutics Incorporated confirms that this clinical trials application is submitted in accordance with Division 5 of Part C of the Food and Drug Regulations, specifically C.05.005. This CTA is submitted to Health Canada at least 30 days prior to the planned initiation of the clinical trial at Canadian sites. C.05.006. This CTA contains all information required under the regulations, including Clinical Trial Protocol, Investigator's Brochure, Quality, CMC, Information, Non-Clinical Study Reports, Sponsor and Investigator Information, Attestations required under the regulations. C.05.010. The sponsor will maintain all records related to this clinical trial for at least 25 years after termination. C.05.012. The sponsor will report all serious adverse drug reactions and serious unexpected adverse drug reactions to Health Canada within the timeline specified in the regulations. C.05.014. The sponsor will submit annual reports to Health Canada within 60 days of the anniversary date of the CTA authorization. Certified by Dr. Marie Tremblay, VP Regulatory Affairs. Date, January 15, 2026. Example, Clinical Trial Labeling, Bilingual. Immediate Container Label. NPT 2847 Injection/Injection NPT 2847. 100 mg per milliliter. For clinical trial use only. Pour essays cliniques seulement. Protocol/Protocol, NPT 2847, CAN 001. Lot/Lot, CT 2026-001. EXP/EXP, 2027-2006. Store at 2 to 8 degrees Celsius / conserver entree 288 degrees Celsius. Do not freeze / ne pas congeler. Sponsor / promoter. Novapharm Therapeutics Incorporated. 1-800-555, DRUG, 24H. Outer carton. NPT 2847 Injection/Injection NPT 2847. 100 mg per 1 ml single-use pre-filled syringe. Seringue pré-rempli à usage unique de 100 mg per 1 ml. Investigational drug. Medicament experimental. For subcutaneous use only. Voie subcutaneous seulement. Protocol/protocol, NPT 2847, Ken 001. Subject ID/nom du sujet, ______________________________________________________________________________________________________________ Visit/visite, _____________________________________________________________________________________________Protect from light. Conserver au réfrigérateur entre 2 et 8 degrees Celsius. Protéger de la lumière. Health Canada ECTD requirements. Format. ECTD format per ICHM2 standard. Canadian Module 1 Specification version 2.0. XML Backbone version 3.2.2. Submission. Via Common Electronic Submissions Gateway, CSG. Registration required at CSG portal. Test submissions recommended before first CTA. Validation. Use Health Canada ECTD validation tool. All errors must be resolved before submission. Warnings should be addressed where possible. PDF requirements. Text searchable PDFs. Bookmark for navigation. Page size, letter or A4. Font embedding required. No password protection. Folder structure example. 0000 M1 CA 1-0 cover letter.pdf 1-2 forms.pdf M2 M3M4 M5 util DTD style submission envelope. Dossier ID assigned by sponsor. Submission sequence number, 0000 for initial. Lifecycle management for subsequent submissions. Health Canada CTA Module 1 Checklist. Ballot box with check HC/SC 3011 Clinical Trial Application Form. Ballot box with check Sponsor Attestations, GCP, Protocol, REB, QI, Consent. Ballot box with check Canadian Representative Designation, if foreign sponsor. Ballot box with check Qualified Investigator information for each site. Ballot box with check site and REB information. Ballot box with check Investigators Brochure, current version. Ballot box with check Import documentation, if applicable. Ballot box with check Division 5 Compliance Statement. Ballot box with check ECTD validation completed. Key differences from FDA IND. 25-day default review, versus 30-day. Bilingual labeling required. Canadian representative for foreign sponsors. Division 5 specific requirements. Different form requirements. Timeline. Submit CTA via CSG. 25-day review period begins. If no NSL received, CTA authorized by default. May proceed with trial initiation. Next lecture, Module 2, CTD Summaries for Health Canada CTA.